Why are we out here today?
So Chuck, unfortunately today we are out here not really to celebrate, more to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the death of Breonna Taylor, the murder of Breonna Taylor. And I'm out here as a black woman standing in solidarity with other black women who have been on the front lines fighting for social and economic justice for our kind. Breonna Taylor's death represented more than just police brutality. As I said in my speech earlier, and shout out to my comrade Sky, as we say all the time, that this mask represents multiple pandemics. It's the pandemic against black women as we really starve and strive every day to survive here in America. It's the pandemic against us in police brutality, in the healthcare system, in education, anything you can think of, and even in our own community. And we met some of the family of Breonna Taylor. We met some of the local activists, and to understand that even there in Louisville, that their local activists are being killed for speaking up. We still have to stand in solidarity with them because this work is not over. Breonna Taylor still has not had justice. They thought bullets going through a wall was more important than the bullets that took her life. Breonna Taylor still does not have justice. Her sister and her mother are still longing for those talks and hugs that they will never get back. So a chant that they would do in Louisville that I love to bring to DC, y'all can pray after me. Breonna, 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 Breonna. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor.
Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday edition of Burn It Down with Kim Brown. And that was just some of the footage from the memorial, the celebration of life for Breonna Taylor, as Saturday, March 13th marked 1 year since Breonna was murdered by Louisville Metropolitan Police, shot dead in her apartment, minding her business, literally sleeping. Her boyfriend was there to defend her, to defend their home. And he was charged with attempted murder. Fortunately, those charges were dropped, but there is still no justice for Breonna. No police officers have been charged in connection to her death. And though it seems not likely that Breonna is going to get justice in that way, there's still a lot of good out here being advocated for in Breonna's name. So we're going to get into some of those things in just a bit. I'd like to welcome everybody. Let's see all y'all smiling faces in the chat. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the Burn It Down with Kim Brown channel here, y'all, so everybody can sort of get in and broaden our brigade just a bit. We need to be a little bit of a bigger army. We're off to a good start. But we could always use some more folks. And thanks to everyone that's tuning in on Periscope. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Burn It Down KB. And of course, we have an opportunity for you to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/BIDWKB. I wanted to get back to the Breonna Taylor footage that we just watched, and all of that was filmed by Chuck Modiano, photojournalist, friend of the show. You guys, Chuck does amazing work here in the city. If you ever want to know what the protest scene, what the protest movement is looking like in your nation's capital, because again, DC is way more than Capitol Hill and the White House, and there's actual regular people that live and call the DC metropolitan area home, the DMV. Check out Chuck at Chuck Modi, MODI #1. That is his Twitter account. Chuck puts amazing stuff, and I believe he has a Twitter account. Instagram by the same name. But you guys, getting back to the 1 year anniversary of what happened to Breonna Taylor. I mean, just think about how much, I won't say how much things have changed, but it was definitely the compounding of what happened to Breonna, what happened to George Floyd, and Ahmaud Arbery, sort of coming in like quick, really rapid succession, the early part of 2020. And obviously, this is what kicked off people taking to the streets en masse, the various uprisings, massive demonstrations in support of the movement for Black lives, including Black liberation and all that. A friend of the show who we have spoken to here before, State Representative Attica Scott, who represents Louisville, West End, down there in Kentucky, she put forth Breonna's law in the state legislature in Kentucky, and really her efforts are being met with like a Stonewall Jackson-esque, fortification of white male racism. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. And I meant to put this on the doc. It's okay if I didn't, guys, don't fret. But on Kentucky.com, Attica Scott penned an op-ed. I want to read you guys a portion of what she said. She said, Kentucky can be cruel to Black women, even in death. We saw that a year ago in the immediate aftermath of Breonna's murder. She was demonized. She was demonized by many and compartmentalized away by many more, in the hope that what she represents would be quite literally buried and forgotten. Can you imagine that? Like how very easily it would have been for what happened to Breonna to get swept under the rug? Could we know about how many unnamed Black people, the nameless and the named, right, who have experienced this exact same situation? I even think about how many people beyond lynching, but I'm also definitely thinking about the civil rights movement. I remember there was a very famous picture of Malcolm X holding up a news headline, a newspaper from Los Angeles that said something to the effect of police kill 4 Negroes. I'm like, man, who are those Negroes, man? This police violence thing has been getting it in for quite a bit. But Attica Scott goes on to say, she says, one thing is clear, though, justice will not be found in the Kentucky General Assembly. Last summer, I filed Breonna's Law for Kentucky, a bill that would ban the same no-knock warrants that led to Breonna Taylor's murder. For 7 months, my legislation, House Bill 21, was ignored, while 250 other bills were heard and passed through the state house I serve. My proposed bill mirrors what passed unanimously as law in Louisville. It would ban no-knock warrants and have law enforcement clearly announcing themselves before serving a warrant. It also calls on officers to wait 10 seconds before entering the premises. These officers have body-worn cameras to record and serving a search warrant, and they would face mandatory alcohol and drug testing if they are involved in a deadly incident. And as you heard, like I said, in this Kentucky.com piece that Representative Scott penned, her bill has not yet been sent to committee, whereas other people's bills have. Genevieve, FYI, my dear. Let's see if we can reach out to Attica Scott and see if we could talk to her next week if she has time available on her calendar. And I'm not getting emotional, you know. I mean, just thinking about what happened to Breonna is, I mean, it's heartbreaking, right? So we definitely want to mark the 1 year anniversary. And, you know, let me know in the comments, guys, where you seeing these sort of celebrations for Breonna in your city. I know Detroit did it big for Breonna, Chicago, New York, you know, I'm sure they were all out. What's up, Alicia? Alicia says no need for searches like that, period. What we not searching? See, damn it, this is what happens when I look at the comments. Then I got lost in the comments. I'm trying to catch up, like, what y'all talking about? What y'all in here talking about? So I want to see if we can get Representative Scott on. Number one, she's an awesome guest. Number two, Representative Scott was one of the bouted lawmakers who was out there putting their bodies on the line during the protests to bring justice for Breonna. She got locked up. Her daughter got locked up. They were not treated nicely by the police. And first and foremostly, they weren't doing any fucking thing wrong. So she has so much intimate personal connection to what happened to Breonna. And as you guys have heard on this show, let me please say the name again of David McAtee. David McAtee was a barbecue shop owner whose shop was pretty famous in the West End of Louisville, if I have that correct. David McAtee would often feed the cops, right? He would have a friendly relationship with police. He would give them free food. And during the uprisings or the demonstrations last year in support of Breonna, a Kentucky National Guardsman shot and killed David McAtee. The governor of Kentucky, a Democrat, just knew he was going to get to the bottom of things, promising Kentuckians that body cam footage from the National Guardsman was be released. Well, turns out that was bullshit. So in the course of trying to get justice for Breonna, another life was taken, and his family has not received justice either. So we will say his name, David McAtee, for Louisville. Guys, what are we seeing here? What's the BID behind the scenes crew? Climate Rebel. What are y'all up here doing? Y'all be in here, be nice to each other. That's why I'm pretty sure I know that's happening. I ain't got to worry about y'all acting up unless we get some trolls to find us. I don't know. Y'all gonna ride for your homie if trolls come find me? Hold on. Before I do all this, before I go on to my next topic, I think I might want to roll up. My Google Doc isn't loading. This is worrisome. Okay, everybody just stand by. we're gonna take a short chronic break. Because why not? We on the solo sessions days, guys, and I think that's what I'm gonna call these. Days where we don't have company, days where I don't have any guests booked. These are solo session days. And these are days that I'm going to be smoking weed on YouTube with y'all. so let it be known from henceforth, solo sesh days are also known as smoking days. Oh man, this bag ain't even open. Hold on. Can y'all sit here 1 second while I go get some scissors? The scissors are very close. I'm trying to see if I can manipulate this with my hands. I may not be that gifted, and I don't see anything sharp in proximity. Blasted. How determined am I to smoke this weed, though, is the question. Am I willing to leave my show for even a matter of mere seconds to retrieve the tool necessary in order to open this here bag of reefer? so I can indulge in its luxurious, glorious contents. Why don't y'all go get y'all weed? Okay, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna break. We're gonna do a 10-second break. We
we might. That's the thing, Tune. I'm trying to look at my my doc, and my doc isn't loading, so I don't even know what's on my clip. Oh, wait, did it come back? No, it didn't. Some bitch. No. I definitely want to shift gears, but I wanted to sit here and rap while I rolled and give everybody else an opportunity to please go collect your marijuana paraphernalia. Get it together. Go get your bong. If you got one of them nice bongs with the long neck, go get your ice. You got some ice in the freezer. Ooh, put the ice in the bong. Ooh, the smoke come out all cold and glorious. I'm all with it. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next here today. I don't know. You guys want to talk about COVID or Haiti? Well, the UK, we're going to get to the UK. I got to warm up to the UK because that shit's kind of crazy. This message is held for review. Who is up here throwing up messages held for review? Luke Kang, what's up, Luke Kang? Luke Kang say, fam, take that smoke break. I need to roll up my damn self. Well, that settled then. 10-second pause for the cause. And I just got to run right here and go get these sisters. I mean, right? What? Oh, Tune said don't go. What? Okay. Go to the ground. How I wish. What? Thank you. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay. Pause for the cause. Got my scissors and everything. Look at that. Look at that. And boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. Got my shit together. We're going to smoke together. It don't matter the weather because we burn the shit down. Like my song, I just wrote it. Okie dokie. No. We're going to talk about COVID next because you guys, I am perplexed at what is happening in our country. America is determined to be dumb as fuck yet again when it comes to this pandemic. Not to mention, we know Texas reopened. Niggas was like, what? Why? Not only is Texas reopening, y'all, Texas is reopening without masks. And other places are reopening without masks. I know we got some Texas folks in here. Did y'all hear that they're going to open up the Ranger Stadium? 100% capacity. You don't have to wear a mask. Shit is terrifying. Terrifying. I want us to take a look, Tunde, if we could, at the Galveston spring break beach scenes that have already started to happen in Texas, and not just Texas. Lots of places are deciding to open up hastily, not at a good time. We're going to check in with Dr. Anthony Fauci. Not live, obviously, but we're going to check in with some of his comments that he made. But first, I want you to take a peek at this package from Fox West Texas. I think it is the reporter there showed us some actual factual scenes during the first weekend of Texas's grand reopening, despite the fact that we are still in the throes of a very vicious pandemic. Tunde, if we could look at that clip, please.
For the first time since the start of the pandemic,
this is great. Sun's out, beach is kicking. Doesn't get any better than this.
Crowds have returned to Galveston.
Man, no, I've never seen anything like today.
Lynn Terry moved to the island in August during the COVID-19 shutdown. Today, she's getting a first-hand look at what Galveston has to offer as spring breakers move in.
I'd like to see the island like this. It'll bring it back to life and businesses will go back to normal.
Visitors are here for a good time.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I think everybody's keeping their distance. And this is our first time out anyways. We've been stuck at home the whole time. So I think it's pretty nice.
It's actually great to see the world functioning in some normalcy. I miss seeing people out enjoying themselves.
This is the first weekend since Texas lifted its mask mandate and reopened to 100% capacity. Some are choosing not to wear face coverings.
They can take care of themselves as far as whether they want a mask or not. It's completely up to them. You know what I mean? We don't need the government entity to come out here and tell us,
you need a mask or you don't need a mask.
Others are doing what they can to protect themselves.
I stay my distance. I judge no one, but I'ma keep me safe. I can't speak for you, but I can speak for me, and I'ma stay safe.
But no matter what side of the mask debate you're on, the message this week is the same.
Let's have a great spring break, 2021.
In Galveston, I'm David Gonzalez.
Terrifying. Are we scared yet? If you're not, please be scared. And if you aren't scared for yourself, please be scared for them people. Thank you, Black Magic. You are a saint, my darling. Thank you so much, darling. You guys, be scared for the people who have to work with these crazy motherfuckers out there in Texas. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about restaurant workers. I'm talking about grocery workers. I'm talking about people who work in the service industry. I'm thinking about nail techs. I'm thinking about all the sort of interactions that people are going to have involuntarily, right? Like if you're working in the grocery store, if you're working at a restaurant, you do not want to be fucking serving people who are in their maskless, where there is 100% capacity now allowed, permitted in Texas. And the fact that the, who is it, Paxson? Who's the attorney general in Texas? I might have that right. Kim Paxson, some dickhead, right? Is like him and the governor Abbott are trying to sue the mayor of Austin for trying to keep mask mandates in place in the state capitol. I'm like, dog. Okay, so you saw that. Okay, think about Galveston. Think about all the beach towns. Think about just regular places in Texas. Like I'm so terrified and horrified. Mississippi too. Mississippi, we know that you're in trouble too, baby. We understand it. Today, I want us to let's get that Dr. Fauci clip ready. Because I was watching Fox News Sunday when Dr. Fauci was getting interviewed by Chris Wallace. And Dr. Fauci wasn't mincing no words. And granted, I have more faith in Dr. Fauci, I suppose, than I do in any other known sort of character in this COVID play that we have been forced to watch over the past year. But Dr. Fauci put it straight to Chris Wallace. Exactly what he thought about the states reopening at greater capacities, allowing large gatherings in congregate settings, and flouting masks, just absolving the public of having to wear a mask mandatorily. So today, if we could pick up that clip with Chris Wallace and Dr. Fauci about to give it to him straight. Let's go.
Given the tenuous situation we're in, is what Texas did this past week, ending the mask mandate, reopening 100%, is what Texas did dangerous?
I think it's risky and potentially dangerous, yes.
And you say that because?
Nigga, because I'm a doctor.
Well, for the simple reason of what I just explained, if you have a baseline of infection that is quite high, and if you look at the numbers, we are not out of the woods yet. When you pull back on all mitigation methods, on all public health guidelines, that's when you get into trouble. I mean, history has proven that, Chris. This isn't just some kind of a theoretical a point that I'm trying to make. It's not theoretical. It actually happens. Take a look at January, February, March, April, in the late winter, early spring of 2020. Take a look at the summer of 2020. And now look at where we are right now. If you look at those numbers, that plateau bothers me and other public health officials. When you plateau at a high level, there's enough viral activity in the community that when you pull back on things like masking and not pay attention to avoiding congregate settings, it is very risky to get another surge. If you wait just a bit longer to give the vaccine program a chance to increase the protection in the community, then it makes pulling back much less risky. But if you do it prematurely, there really is a danger of triggering another surge.
And the last surge is, y'all, we were losing people by the tens of thousands. Remember when we had deaths up to 10,000 a day. at some certain points during this pandemic. And I am, hold on, let me say something. Black Magic said in the comments that she was really hoping that she could go to the Rage Against the Machine show in a hazmat suit, if need be. And Black Magic, I feel that on a level you may not understand, because what was that? Yes, one. That's okay. Yeah, no, one of my favorite bands. I fucks with Rage Against the Machine, although I was a bit. The ticket prices were a bit off-putting. Let me just say that for that reunion tour. But I go see Incubus every year. Every year. I am that chick at Incubus. And it really hurt my heart to not be able to go see Incubus last summer. But I digress. But yes, if I could, that's the only reason I'm going to get the vaccination, y'all, straight up, so I can go back to concerts. The magic fucking works, right? Oh, you want to go to a concert? Well, you got to get the vaccination. Done. Vaccinate me, nigga, because I'm trying to be in the show. I'm trying to be in the crowd. I'm trying to be singing the songs. I'm trying to be, bringing the motherfucking ruckus. Whatever show we going to, I will do what needs to be done in order to be back in the concert venues. Because I can't, that's my shit. Like all this sitting in the house shit and niggas trying to do concerts and shit. Now, I can appreciate the verses, but I don't know. The verses look like it's about to get co-opted, right? Didn't they pair some whites up against each other for the verses? Who is it? Justin Timberlake and Kenny Loggins? I can't remember who it is. Who's supposed to be in the next verses? Oh, who is it? Harry Styles and Nick Jonas? Right. No, I'm good. But no, in the comments, gang, I am right. Rage Against the ticket prices, Larry Fine, 100%. Please tell me where you guys are. Are they reopening shit where you are? Like, what's the status? Because let me tell you, Larry Hogan, that bitch ass nigga, the governor of Maryland, pulled the okie doke on the whole state of Maryland by announcing this grand reopening of the state. Didn't consult with no fucking body. The primary healthcare officer in Montgomery County, which is one of the large, if not the largest county in the state of Maryland, was like, this nigga didn't tell us nothing. He just said, go. Pardon me, I ain't even blazed up yet. My bad. So like, even though Hogan is a Republican governor, this is very much a Democratic state. Motherfuckers is acting goofy in blue and red states alike. Right. So please, are they being goofy where you are? Please let me know. And hold on. I saw somebody in the comments also say that that they don't trust Fauci. And I get it, because honestly, like the CDC it was not a stellar performance last year for the leading health agency, federal health agency for the United States. The CDC, fell over their dick numerous times. And I can specifically recall, just very easily when they said, don't wear masks. Oh, you don't have to wear a mask. Like the CDC said this, like we could probably go back and find that clip. We don't have to go back and find that clip, but everybody remember that all of a sudden it was masks. Then they said, well, maybe you need 2 masks. And it's like, well, is it 2 masks or no mask? Which is it going to be? And, now, a lot of people would place that blame at the Trump administration, because we know Trump was trying to downplay the virus the whole time. But the CDC, niggas was supposed to yell and scream and get fired, which some of them did. But Fauci and Deborah Birx, they said they did stand up there. They tried to toe the line for Trump. They didn't co-sign, obviously, on the real nutball shit that Trump was talking about in terms of inject yourself with disinfectant and all those awesome suggestions that Donald Trump put out there for the people. But they were not vociferous enough in their dissent in terms of the direction that the Trump administration was going when it came to getting a handle on the virus. Now, I know that the CDC cannot usurp the powers of the president. At the same time, y'all could have made a lot more noise. Y'all could have been hollering and screaming a little bit about this was going to go extremely badly. So there's that. But my concern, y'all, and what's up, Richie? Richie Dios. Richie said, here in New York City, de Blasio, you're funny. is taking advantage of Cuomo meatball mess to open up the city real sly. Yeah, we don't fuck with BDB. We do not fuck with BDB around these parts. Bill de Blasio, that's lovely that you date interracial, you have interracial children, young sir, but at the same time, you be trying to like give the police all anything NYPD wants. De Blasio was like, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Can Slave help you do anything, police? Yeah. De Blasio is in the bag for the cops. We know what kind of time De Blasio was on. But trying to reopen up the city real sly in New York. Don't fall for the okie doke, because we saw what this time last year was like for New York. And that's really a big concern of mine, y'all. Like I said, I'm going to get the vaccine for the only purpose of just to go to concerts. But with that said, I'm not rushing to get the vaccine. I hope that everyone in all the priority groups ahead of me, relatively healthy, not all that young, but, young-ish, let's put it that way. Like, so I'm not in a rush. Like, I'm not in a vulnerable group, but I will be getting that shit because I'm trying to go to concerts this summer, period, point blank. But what we are finding, at least here where I am, and I'd be curious again what it's like for where you are. Alicia said, okay. In terms of the rollout, the vaccine rollout, they just now opened up a brand new mass vaccination center in Prince George's County at the First Baptist Church of Glen Arden, which is a big, huge Black church. And credit to Tracy Wilkins, who is the Prince George's County bureau chief for NBC Washington here in Maryland. Tracy said it spot on in her report tonight. She said, turns out it wasn't so much that Black people were reluctant about receiving the vaccine, is that they didn't have access to it. Well, surprise, surprise, right? Has this been the case where you live? Here in the state of Maryland, Prince George's County is pretty Black. Baltimore City, also pretty Black. Turns out a lot of the vaccines allotted for Prince George's County and for Baltimore City have been usurped by non-residents of those areas. Mostly white folks have been going to Baltimore City and stealing Baltimore City residents' vaccinations. Same thing happened in Prince George's County. So it wasn't so much the Black people didn't want to get the vaccination. It's just that somehow all the supply for the Black areas mysteriously vanished. They don't know where the fuck it went. We know where the fuck it went. Yes, thank you, Jean BF. Oh, that's very nice. Mike said I'm super hot. Don't I look hot in my striped on t-shirt? This is my polo joint. There was a point in time where I used to go to TJ Maxx and said, bring me all of your finest polo. I go to Marshall's, bring me the entire rack of polo tops, please. Hurry up. Put it on my tab, my Marshall's TJ Maxx tab. Yes, I was one of those polo people. But yes, I'm sorry, I keep getting off topic. You guys, this COVID shit is gonna be fucking bonkers. April, I'm thinking about the 2 weeks after April, we are gonna go into May hot as Hades with virus. And I understand maybe it won't be as bad as it was last year because at least there is a vaccine in place. But at the same time, nigga, we getting new remixes of the virus. We getting the new strains of this virus every day. And Dr. Fauci mentioned in that same interview with Chris Wallace that, they're looking at Europe because the United States has seemingly followed the same track of this virus as Europe did, right? Like Europe, remember when Italy, niggas was falling over all over the place, dead in Italy by thousands. And then all niggas in America was like, damn, that shit look bad. It probably not gonna be that bad here. We were wrong. Very, very, very mistaken about that prediction. But so Europe right now is back in lockdown. Italy is locking back down. Miley Shaw can probably confirm this, but I think Germany is still very much in a state of being in lockdown. And Dr. Fauci said that if Europe is locking back down because the shit is starting to kick back up, and the reason, here's the kicker. Okay. So all these conservative stupid shits keep talking about how, oh, well, the level of hospitalizations, the level of deaths, and the level of infections has plummeted. Right and wrong. It has plateaued, and there's a difference. Like, it didn't go straight down. It went down and then leveled out. But what the health officials are concerned about is the fact that it has leveled out at such a very high level, right? We're looking at roughly 56,000, 54,000 daily new infections of COVID. That means that bitch is still very much out here. COVID is in these streets waiting to jump on you. Okay, COVID ain't gone nowhere. COVID is still here. And if the mask mandates are done away with, if people start interacting socially, especially again with strangers, all I keep thinking about is church. All I keep thinking about is Easter. Like some of those mega churches in Texas and in other places that are determined to reopen, thousands of people are going to be in there maskless. It is going to be so bad, so bad. I don't like to do predictions. And I think that even the spring break is going to set off a little bit of surge, but I think the spring break surge is just going to be the precursor for the Easter surge. So I said all that to say, please, goddammit, do not treat this fucking virus as it's a joke or treat it as if it is over, or even treat the virus as if your local elected officials are competent enough to lead and to give out good public health mandates. Please have no confidence in none of them motherfuckers, because they don't care. They want y'all asses back out working. They want them restaurants open. They want them bars back open. They want them kids' asses back in the classroom. And they don't give a shit how they get their hook or fucking crook. And that is Republican and Democrat alike, y'all. We don't have no friends out here in these political streets. What you say there, Black Magic? What'd you say? See? Can the people hear you today? Oh, well, yeah, man. I want them to be, anyway. Yeah, no, yeah. So Tunde talks to me from time to time. He shares information with me. So does Jean-Pierre. And Tunde, please repeat what you just said for everybody.
So Molly just sent word that Berlin just extended their lockdown today.
Right. They locking the fuck down. And well, so Europe is dealing with a different situation in the sense that they apparently, like the vaccine rollout, Molly, is a little shaky over there, as I understand it. So here, the vaccinations are getting out at a greater volume, but not fast enough, bro. Not fast enough. Not fast to the point where it's time to be reopening shit. Not like this. Not all willy-nilly. Not as baseball season and spring break and Easter and graduations and all this shit sort of have this terrible sort of confluence as spring. Like I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about the situation. And I'm going to do what I can to please keep myself very much safe, because y'all, like, COVID scares me. Like, I'm not scared of the flu. Like, I never get the flu shot. I don't even think I've ever had a flu shot in my life. And I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any stretch of the imagination. I subscribe to vaccines, tuberculosis. I mean, all the shit that has been fucking humankind up for thousands of years, smallpox, measles, TB, polio, like people who sort of go on and on about, the detriments of the vaccine or even about vaccines in general. I'm like, nigga, if you was born after 1970, you don't know nobody your goddamn age who ever had no fucking polio. You don't know anybody your age who had polio. Nobody. And you know what? That's not a small thing, in my opinion. You know why? Because polio was fucking people up bad and fucking people up for a very long time. So I don't shit on vaccinations because I don't know no niggas with polio, okay? And I could probably count on two hands throughout my entire life how many even instances of measles that I heard about people having. To my knowledge, I don't think I know anyone that has had the measles, but I have heard, second or third hand about somebody having the fucking measles. Very rarely though, right? So again, Vaccinations. Don't shit on the vaccinations, okay? Vaccinations have done humankind quite a service. I can understand the reluctancy about the speed at which some of these COVID vaccinations have been produced. We all know, that the United States obviously does not have the health and best interest of Black, Indigenous, and Latinx people, front of mind. Never have they ever, and they probably never will. But at the same time, so I get people being hesitant, like, hey, maybe they're trying to stick us with some random shit, because you know what? They have stuck us with some very random shit in the past. I get that, totally. But COVID is terrifying because there's no rhyme or reason to who it jumps on, who it fucks up, and who it fucks up long term. That's the shit that scares me about COVID, because the flu, bitch, I beat the flu ass. I won't say regularly because I don't get the flu every year, but the several times I've had the flu, I fucked the flu all the way up. I said, flu, you better get the fuck on. What else about strep throat? I had strep throat. I didn't have no health insurance. I had to work with strep throat. Had to whoop strep throat ass too, right? So some of these bad, normal, seasonal illnesses, I'm like, I can shake them shits off. I do not think I could shake COVID off. Even if COVID struck me and was asymptomatic, that long haul shit, fucking terrifying. Shout out to friend of the show, Justine Barron, guys. Please follow Justine on Twitter. She has the most awesome Twitter handle, Justine 3000 on Twitter. Justine is a long hauler. She caught COVID last year. She has been COVID free allegedly for a very long time, and she tells her experiences very well on her Twitter page, and I know she has written about it as well. So please check that out. But she's still dealing with the effects of fucking COVID months later. And that's what scares me. Like, I'm young, I'm healthy. I done put on about 30 pounds in the lockdown. That's all besides the point. The point being is, nigga, I can go out here and run, lift, do everything. Don't matter. COVID will jump on you and fuck you all the way up, and fuck you up for an undetermined amount of time. That's what scares me the most about this virus. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to how badly you will be affected, and it could affect you in extremely serious ways months after. That months after you clear the virus. That's terrifying. Terrifying. And made even more terrifying by what, y'all? By the fact that we don't have no motherfucking universal health care in this country, right? I guess if I was like in Europe or, someplace else that had like better healthcare coverage, I might be willing to jump out there, maybe a little bit more. I might have a little bit more confidence in the COVID, because I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, I know I can go to the doctor and not, lose my livelihood. But the fact that we don't have a quality public healthcare system here, y'all, makes catching COVID all that more tenuous to us. Liu Kang, thank you so much. Liu Kang says, I want my vaccine from the same vat that Obama's came from, right? Right. Oh man. They say Trump leaving his followers out here dirty, right? So you saw the little commercial, the little PSA, where all the presidents, showed themselves receiving the vaccination, all the living presidents, Jimmy Carter, Obama, Bill bitch ass Clinton, who else? Motherfucking bitch ass Bush, right? All them bitch ass niggas, right? But the main bitch ass nigga did not show up. That nigga Donald Trump said, "Yup, me and Melania got that shit in January, nigga. We rolling. We going to Florida. We chilling." But apparently, some polling indicates that nearly 40, actually probably more like 50% of Republican men said they are not going to get the COVID vaccination. Well, good. More vaccination for Black people. No problem. Works for me. Black Magic and Liu Kang. Yes, you guys. Thank you guys. You guys are incredibly kind, incredibly generous with your patronage, and I do appreciate that. Hey, if you're watching and you are new to the Burn It Down with Kim Brown fam, please Go hit subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Follow us on Twitter for everyone that's watching us on Periscope. Periscope is about to go away at the end of this month. So if you're watching us on Twitter, go to our Twitter page at BurnItDownKB. And follow the Twitter page. and so you won't miss out on anything. And again, you guys don't forget Friday, we're speaking with Seattle Councilwoman, pardon me, Sham Sawant. Genevieve, I'm sorry, darling. Slack me the person. Oh, you don't have to do it. I have to. But we're going to be speaking with a scientist who has been studying the effects of chemical munitions on people and on the environment. And this scientist is part of an organization an activist organization of scientists, right? That are advocating very strongly for the banning of chemical munitions use by law enforcement. So that is Friday's show. Be sure to tune in for that. Now, Genevieve and Molly were telling me things. Okay, yes, Molly said Berlin just extended the lockdown today. Molly says Berlin is a fucking mess. Now, if Europe is a mess, then America. Oh, God. What else Molly said? Molly said Angela Merkel is the cause. No, is near Trump of coronavirus response. Yeah, and Genevieve said, yes. Is the new Trump. Yes. And Genevieve replied, we're in Slack, by the way, guys. Welcome to our Slack channel. Genevieve says that the scientists that we're speaking with are with the Chemical Weapons Research Consortium. I think they are based out of Oregon. I might have that right. Pacific Northwest is what my brain, what the remnants of my brain cells are trying to communicate to y'all about that. So Friday show. Tune in for that because Councilperson Sawant has introduced a bill to the Seattle City Council again to try to ban the use of these weapons. But this is why police reform is bullshit. No disrespect to the council person, and I'm not necessarily referring to her bill per se. But as activists on this program have told you here in Washington, D.C., Brittany, no, her name is Destiny. I keep wanting to call her Brittany. Destiny, the young lady, one of the co-founders of Good Trouble Cooperative, activist group here in the district, told us that Mayor Muriel Bowser banned the use of chemical munitions, banned the police from doing it, and they kept fucking doing it. So you can put new rules and new reforms on the books for the cops all you want. The cops are going to do what the fuck they want to do. And I have yet to see the person who is going to stop them, or at minimum, put some sort of accountability measures in place, some sort of consequences in place for when these motherfuckers outright defy orders. I mean, maybe the police don't actually answer to the mayor. Maybe I have this all wrong. Maybe the mayor has this all wrong. Maybe people think that they got more say in the situation than what they actually do. Because when DC police, also known as Metropolitan Police, kept shooting shit at protesters despite the mayor's order, it just seemed to me, well, it looks like the police just do whatever the fuck they want. There ain't nobody in charge of the police, apparently. Jesus Christ. Ridiculous, guys. But speaking of police violence, okay, hold on. I gotta breathe life back into my J. She see little saying. There we go. Can I tell y'all, and this is not necessarily on y'all, I'm just sharing this with y'all. Like, if we could actually get a community together where this could be like, honestly, like self-sustaining. And first of all, let me thank you all again for your support. I'm not trying to be like, we need more, but no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it would be awesome. Like if I could actually like do this, like as my actual job, like that would be really tight. I haven't received my unemployment yet. State of Maryland, watching y'all niggas. Haven't received my unemployment yet, state of Maryland, but y'all still very much in a reasonable window. But it may be getting unreasonable pretty shortly. So we could put a little pep in our step. Maryland Department of Labor, I would surely appreciate. And Joe Biden did not run me my stimulus. Did y'all get your stimulus? hits the J furiously. Joe Biden did not run me my fucking stimulus. Hold on. Should I check real quick? Yeah, let's check. I am disgusted. And I have not angry tweeted Joe Biden enough times. And I need to angry tweet Joe Biden. Not that it's going to do anything, but it is going to give me a sense of catharsis. Because I am angry about this. Like, I held off paying like my house bill for a couple of days. Because I'm like, well, maybe my stimulus will hit. And this son of a bitch, you motherfucker. Oh my God. Joe Biden has not run me my stimulus yet, y'all. And I'm wondering if perhaps, don't look at the subscriber count on this channel, baby. Perhaps we got a little bit more influence than we think. We might be on Joe Biden's radar. Joe Biden might be taking out some sort of revenge against for what? For speaking the truth against Joe Biden bitch ass. I am not, nigga. Larry Fine says I check 4 times a day. Pimp, let me explain something to you. I have been checking. Who was that? Jen Psaki? What day did she say that they was going to roll out checks over the weekend? She might have said that, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there. Jen Psaki said that I was checking my shit Friday night, Saturday morning, several times, Saturday afternoon. First thing Sunday morning. Oh, and I said, Joe Biden's probably gonna break me off Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I ain't got my check yet, Joe Biden. And I don't like you, but that don't have nothing to do about what is owed here, sir. 2000 was promised, 14 was passed. And budgeted for. Run me my money, nigga. $1,400. I want it. Cobra got $2 billion in the stimulus plan, which is more expensive than Medicare for all. Larry Fine, big facts. I could never, like, anytime I've ever lost my job and they send me that Cobra shit, nigga, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Nigga, I just lost my job. Wait, why are you sending me papers for more expensive insurance? Does that make any sense to you? I was always befuddled by the whole Cobra system. Like, literally, I'm getting this paperwork because I have no more employment, and yet here you are raising my healthcare expenses. Make it make sense, America. Make it make fucking sense. Okay, hold on. I did want us to go to the UK, guys, because I am very interested in what is happening there with the case of Sarah Everard, the woman minding her business, going home from work, attacked and murdered by police over there in the UK. Just a horrifying scenario. Like, I'm omitting her whiteness because, like, first of all women are very susceptible to this kind of attack, right? And depending on where you are, and also depending on your race, those chances go up or down. But, like, as a woman, like, to hear that happened to another woman was just horrifying, like, just absolutely terrifying. Made even worse by the fact that her alleged killer is a cop, made even worse by the fact that this person apparently had a pattern for sexual aggression, and made even worse by the fact that police, in response to women in the UK taking to the streets to get rowdy about the shit, are getting rowdy with these women. We're going to take a quick look at a montage of some of the actions that have been happening over there in the UK in response to the murder of Sarah Everard. Tunde, if we could check that out, please.
incredible scenes there in London. As we saw, like, people are very much about accountability in this case for Sarah Everard. And, you know, I mean, and I'm not trying to be flippant, but I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. Listen, they done pissed off white women in large amounts. Shit's about to fucking change, okay? Listen, Sarah Everard is absolutely going to get justice and accountability. Her family is going to get, you know, recompensation for their loss by an agent of the state. Like, all the things, all the justice in stark contrast. And at least this is my prediction, and hopefully will turn out to be correct, because I mean, shit, she absolutely deserves justice. But we know, in contrast, from the top of the show, talking about Breonna Taylor, we also know that justice is never coming for Breonna. I mean, I know her family received a settlement, but fuck that settlement. Like, they want Breonna, and if they didn't get Breonna, they wanted somebody in jail for murdering Breonna. And you know, I'm pretty sure, given that the fact that this cop has already been charged over there in the UK, and is already in custody, is, you know, and that nigga's in jail, okay? Like, bad things are coming his way. Accountability is coming his way, but not in the same way happening for the family of Breonna Taylor. So, but I love to see that, though. Like, and that's the other thing too that I think people really need to understand, especially people who are privileged and have, you know, different sort of ranks in the society based off race and gender and socio-economic background. Like, if the police are terrorizing Black, brown communities, gay communities, indigenous communities, it's only a matter of time before they start fucking with, like, the next layer of folks, right? Like, like this violence that is oftentimes born on the backs of marginalized communities, it will find the other classes, right? At some point in time. I mean, there's nothing to stop them, right? Oh my gosh. So sorry about that. So see, now I got high and then my phone rang. and now I'm all over the place. But they are the same everywhere, for real. Luke Kang says that, yes. What else do we have in the comments? Trey Star, for me, new great medical strain. Oh, you guys are talking about weed, eh? In the comments. This is Lou also says this is why policing as an institution is a problem. There's no reforming. That's right. These times in this world, we are creating calls for something different entirely. Yes. And I'm telling you, like, again, I'm not being flip. It's just the facts. I just know. I've seen it happen a lot of times, and a lot of times for good. But, you know, when pissed off white women congregate, shit gets done. Like, I mean, shit changes. Like, I'm dead ass on a variety of things. Like, I grew up in Howard County, Maryland. I've seen it happen in real time throughout my life. I've seen it happen at work. I've seen it happen in, you know, personal spaces. I've just seen it happen. So I'm actually very encouraged to see. And unfortunately, I'm not happy to see that the women were abused out there by the police, but I think that is just going to galvanize them that much more. And shit's going to look a little different. It may take some time, but they are. But I believe that they are on it. and listen, when a large group of white women is on it, listen. If it's for good, I'm for it, because they're going to make sure that shit gets done. Don't you never mind that. But guys, I know nothing about the time right now. Oh, it's already 6 o'clock. Did I have anything else on the dock? Something tells me I'm forgetting something. Oh, Haiti. Yes. So if you guys follow the hashtag on social media, hashtag Free Haiti, you will see that there have been a number of actions. Obviously, the protests are still very much happening in the streets of Haiti, in Port-au-Prince, in places across the island, demanding the exit of Moise, right? That's that Bama. That Bama
said, nope, I'm just gonna chill. And Joe Biden said I could chill. Joe Biden and them said it was all good for me to chill. So I'm just gonna sit here and chill, even if it's against the whole Constitution and all the shit that is set up in terms of holding new elections and or transitioning of power in some way away from this person who has, served their term. Why is the weed making me like choke? And it went out. So wait. No. Okay, hold on. Let me fucking focus. God damn it. Tunde, if we could we take a quick look at one of the actions that was held over the weekend at the Haitian embassy. And I believe that this was in part organized by the Blacks for Peace organization, but I know that there were other groups involved too. But if we could please take a look at this video of some of the actions that people were coming out in support of getting the U.S. out of Haiti at the Haitian embassies this weekend. The woman speaking. It could be. I don't remember. Just play it. Whatever the video is, we will rock with it.
Determining who should be president. You cannot have democratic election when the international community is deciding the result of your election. Right. Yes. That is not democracy. When the Secretary General of this institution can go to Haiti on a private trip, get money from the Haitian president, and come back and says, I want to represent the body. That was a lie. Right. Democracy is about people's power. One man, one vote, not selectocracy. Yes. You see it happening here. We have an electoral college. You know what happens. You see what happens. You go out and vote, and then they decide who's going to be president. In Haiti, it is one man, one vote. But right now, it is like the electoral college in Haiti because the Haitian people go vote. The State Department, the 9 member embassies called the core groups, they decide who's going to be president. We want the core groups out of Haiti. We want the core group out of Haiti. They are nothing but a union of ambassadors representing neocolonialism and imperialism. They need to go, and they need to go now. Right now. We are not asking for their permission. Yes. We simply want to be able to breathe. We simply want to be able to survive. We simply want to find the resources to support our children. They will tell you Haiti gets the most aids from the United States. What aid? What aid are you talking about? What development are you talking about? When you have USAID in Haiti, if you go to the neighborhoods where they are working, they are worse. They do reforestation, but the tree that they plant, eucalyptus trees, suck the nutrients out of the ground, preventing us from being able to plant. What kind of resources are you talking about? Aid. What aid? When you send aid to a country, you bring your own NGOs, run the money through them, don't provide the money to the government. 1 penny goes to the government, 1 penny cannot do development, people. People united
will never be defeated.
A people
United will never be defeated.
A people
United will never be defeated.
We have to know every day.
That video there from Remy Torre with Blacks for Peace at the U.S. out of Haiti action that was held at the Haitian embassy in D.C. And I know people were also performing actions in Chicago as well related to Haiti. And, I'm not even really sure what is the best way to maybe take action stateside from Haiti. Like, I'm thinking, because first of all, as the speaker was articulate, Haiti is not a poor country. It is the poorest country because its natural resources are exploited and the people obviously do not get to share in the profits and of, the wealth of what Haiti is providing to the world. And, there's manufacturing happening in Haiti. There are items being produced very cheaply in Haiti. And, perhaps it's time for me personally, if you all know, you could please share it. But who the fuck is exploiting workers in Haiti? Like, what companies are doing that? Like, what products are being made in Haiti that, if we can only pressure the Biden administration with words, right? Like, and also call your Congress people. I called Anthony Brown and told him that he needs to support democracy in Haiti and not put his support behind supporting Jovenel Moise remaining in power. So please call your Congress people and do that, because I believe Genevieve, what was the hearing? You don't have to tell me right now, but tell everybody in the chat, because there was like some hearings scheduled. Them hearings might be this week, actually. Foreign Relations Committee. But I think it's the House Foreign Relations Committee that's taking up hearings on Haiti. I'm not sure if it's the Senate or no. Anywho, call your congressman and tell them to get fucking right when it comes to Haiti. That's important. But who is producing shit in Haiti? Like, what American or what multinational companies are fucking exploiting Haitian workers where we can boycott them sons of bitches? Like, and if y'all know, cool. But I'm doing my Googles. I'm gonna do my Googles, and we're gonna figure this out. Genevieve says in the chat on March 12th. They already happened, those hearings. Well, good. So that was Friday. Well, have to look them joints up. And see what, well, I don't know. Sometimes all those committee joints don't be on CSAN, but sometimes they do. So let me double check, and we shall get back, because it's not. We had the opportunity to speak with Natalie Cerise of Woy magazine last week or week before, and she was outstanding. I encourage you to go back and watch that episode if you didn't see it. She illuminated a lot about the situation in Haiti, what's going on politically, what's going on economically, and the perils that a lot of the activists there are facing for standing up for their human rights and civil rights there in Haiti. So yeah, check that out. But that's not going to be the last time that we talk about Haiti. This is extremely important, and the Haitians always stand up big. So I want to keep tabs very much on how the situation plays out in Haiti and see in which ways that we can help. But guys, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm thinking about doing the AMA maybe Friday. I'm just springing this right now on Tuesday. I'm going to ask him about his availability on Friday. Maybe not Friday, but we'll let you know if since it's already, where are we, the 16th? Yeah, we got to put one on the calendar. So let me know if that works. If that works for y'all, we can shoot shit, smoke some more weed, and pontificate and discuss things. What does that say? Oh, very nice. But in the interim, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please like, subscribe, share. Follow us on Twitter, you periscopers, at BurnItDownKB, and our Patreon if you like what we do. And we do offer some exclusive content over there, with tiers just starting at $2. Hey, we got a new person who donated, but I will shout you out on Friday. It came in Canadian dollars. That really made me smile. Thank you, Canada. Thank you to everybody that tunes in and watches Burn It Down with Kim Brown. We will see you guys on Friday and over again. Big show. We're gonna have Shama Sawant joining us on Friday. So please set a notification once you see the shit pop up on your shit. And all the more reason for you to subscribe, so you make sure that you don't miss what we're doing over here. So you guys have a good rest of your day and have a great week. Don't freeze your ass off. It's about to get cold again, which is some bullshit, because it was fucking glorious last week, and I feel like I missed out on the good week, and now it's fucking cold. It's some bullshit. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all on Friday. Have a good rest of your week. See y'all later. Bye-bye.